Hello everyone. Today our group will be presenting on the company Stitch Fix, and we will evaluate the strengths and weaknesses of one of their promotional strategies. We will begin with an overall background of Stitch Fix, the company, their competitive advantage, and then introduce the men's apparel promotional launch and the objective and target audience within that. And then we will discuss how the promotion fits with Stitch Fix's brand positioning, the competitive environment, and the target audience. And then we will get into the effectiveness of the promotion and the recommendations and financial implications. To begin, Stitch Fix, founded in 2011, is a leading online clothing subscription and personal shopping service. Customers are referred to as clients, and they take an initial style quiz when they sign up to gauge their fashion needs and their current stage of life and create their style profile. Fashion experts personally service the clients aided by an algorithm. They use the style profile's data from the algorithm in addition to the user's personal social media profiles to recommend pieces that the user will love. Stitch Fix is different from competitors because instead of being a rental service with the option to buy, it is an automated shopping service with the option to return for free. It is also more affordable comparably and offers the key benefit of not having to actually shop. The promotion we will focus on in this presentation is Stitch Fix's launch of their men's apparel line in 2016. This extension offered the same deal as the women of a $20 non-refundable styling fee with each fix, which can be used towards a purchased item and free returns. Stitch Fix also collected further measurement points to develop the best fit for their male users, introduce over 50 featured apparel brands, and increase TV and digital advertising. An example of a TV ad featuring the men's line is on the following slide. The objective of this promotion was to introduce a brand extension and build sales by increasing the quantity and variety of purchase by clients, and in turn increase brand awareness. According to our textbook, a specific and quantifiable objective of this promotion could be that within 6 months from the beginning of launch, at least 45% of the male target audience now know that Stitch Fix is a suitable shopping service for men. The target audience for this promotion is essentially the male counterpart of Stitch Fix's primary audience. This campaign targets busy men in their late 20s to 30s who are wealthier and more willing to be risky in their style. These men are more likely to dislike brick-and-mortar shopping and are typically less price sensitive.
Now I'm going to talk a little bit about how the promotion fits with the brand positioning. The positioning statement that we wrote for Stitch Fix is, for the busy fashion-conscious consumer who is looking for a fast and convenient way to shop for stylish new clothes, Stitch Fix is an online boutique that offers fashionable, high-end, and high-quality clothing for men and women of all sizes, unlike other online clothing stores that are more limited, cheaper, and less convenient, and less easy to navigate. When talking about how it fits, we're looking to focus in and increase the male clientele who have disposable income, have a sense of fashion, interested in fashion, and do not have much free time. So we feel that these correlate pretty well. Next, I'm going to talk about how the promotion fits with the competitive environment. Online shopping is becoming more and more popular every year. With the retail apocalypse in full swing, more people in today's world are shopping on the convenience of their phones or laptops wherever and whenever they please. Many companies have taken advantage of this new trend and created apps and websites to make money. For example, Jack Threads, ThredUp, Trunk Club, and even popular websites like Amazon and other clothing brands have been created or modified for the convenience of the consumer. When talking about how it fits, although offering around the same thing as the competitors, we want Stitch Fix to stand out and consumers to choose Stitch Fix instead of the competitors. The goal is to make the male consumer aware of Stitch Fix's convenience, offering a premium brand, and the ability to personalize your style, so you can easily sift through the large inventory and find the clothes you like best. Now on to how the brand fits with the target market. The brand fits the target market in many ways. To start, the target market is busy men in their late 20s to early 30s, and Stitch Fix is a convenient app that allows for young male consumers to shop at any hour of the day in any place. The target market is also wealthier, less price-sensitive men who are more willing to take fashion risks. Stitch Fix offers premium brands at prices ranging from $60 to $600, definitely appealing to a wide variety of fashion senses at any price point. Also, because the target market has men that dislike shopping at brick-and-mortar stores, The app and website allow for the user to receive a personalized style and buy clothes without ever having to step into an actual store and come into contact with anyone. When talking about whether or not the promotion will be effective, we believe it will be. They have already seen massive success in women's apparel, and we predict the same trend will continue for men's apparel as well. They are offering the same original deals presented to the women consumers. In addition, there will also be an increase in TV and digital advertising spending.
So I think that the promotions targeting men to really get into Stitch Fix is going to be pretty successful, but we do have some recommendations for Stitch Fix to kind of go over the next edge and kind of make it more of a success for them. And to start, we think that they kind of need to increase the amount of repeat men customers. They are going to be receiving a lot of first-time customers month after month. At one time, they were increasing business 100% each month. So we're getting a ton of people trying it out for the first month, having the trial run, see if it's something they want to do or not. So attempting to get these men to continue with the business each month is going to be really important for their business. And to do this, our idea is to create a members rewards program, which will essentially add an extra incentive for customers to continue Stitch Fix, which is kind of getting the next reward for themselves. And so for the next slide, looking more into it, the rewards program, we kind of base it off a point system. So each piece of clothing that the customer ends up purchasing would essentially, they would receive what we call a point. And so different levels of the point totals are below. So we start off with 5 points, which would basically just be 5 pieces of clothing they end up purchasing, which we call it the bronze reward. That would be a small item like socks or underwear or something else that is pretty small, and that could kind of keep the interest high in Stitch Fix and kind of keep them coming back. And then at 15 points, we call the silver reward, which would be a t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, something else that would just keep them loyal to the company and keep them coming back for the next rewards program, which would be 50 points. So after 50 purchases, we'll get the gold reward, which would be pants. So that could be anything for a nice pair of sweatpants or jeans or khakis. And then at 75 points, so at 75 purchases, to show our appreciation, we give them the platinum reward, which would be a nice coat or jacket, so a North Face coat or even a sports jacket. And then after that 75 points, it would reset, so you get 5 more points, you're back at getting a pair of socks or underwear, and you kind of choose if you get socks one time and get underwear the next time. And then we go back to 15 points and 50 and 75, and just keep repeating to show kind of the reward system that we are providing for the members. And so moving forward, Stitch Fix actually on the website talks a lot about how they really got their start really due to their influencers, that are mostly women, that kind of launched their business. Well, these are bloggers, either just on social media, emailing campaigns, kind of just showing that it was a high quality business and the clothing they were getting was really high quality. So I think it'd be really important for Stitch Fix to get men to become influencers for them. Especially I think men would be kind of skeptical on a clothing business like this. So having those kind of influencers kind of showing that they are high quality products and they are kind of top of the line, and it is something that men are starting to do because they're kind of worried about that. And so I think this would be really important for helping grow the men's line and kind of launching that side of the company even more. And then the commission structure for that would kind of be very similar to what the women's was, which that should be exactly like it. Would be $25 for every client that schedules their first fix from that influencer who recommended them, and then a 4% commission on gift card sales for the influencer. So with that in mind, we think that with these kind of additional changes or improvements to what they've already doing, we think it'd be really successful for Stitch Fix moving forward. And now Alex will talk more about the financial implications that these recommendations will have.
On this slide, we're going to discuss some potential financial results if Stitch Fix were to take our recommendations into consideration. So when Stitch Fix added their men's line in 2016, there was actually a 113% increase in their profits from 2015 to 2016. And then from 2016 to 2017, there was another 34% growth in their profits. So we're already seeing that by adding this new line, they have increased profits, which is great. So if we were to have Stitch Fix put all of these recommendations that we just discussed into play, we believe that it would only further increase their profits, and it would also increase their repeat customers and just their loyalty base in general, which these things in turn will also just continue to increase profits, which is one of the main goals of this company, obviously. And then finally, we believe that it will increase the overall growth of the company by continuing to bring in new customers. The company is going to continue to grow. They're going to gain a new customer base, new loyalty, and hopefully be able to expand some of the clothing that they offer and maybe some of the options that they have. So we believe, to recap this slide, that it will increase profits, increase repeat customers and loyalty, and increase the overall growth of the company.
This next slide goes into detail about the potential competitive responses that Stitch Fix could have. Right now, there's not a ton of competitors, but male clothing subscription boxes are becoming a lot more popular. Right now, their biggest competitors are Bombfell, Trendy Butler, Menlo Club, and Urbane Box. These are all very similar, and most of them are only for men's clothing. Bombfell has similar pricing to Stitch Fix, and the other ones are monthly memberships where you just pay a certain amount and you get different items delivered to you. So those are slightly different than Stitch Fix, but they still all have the same idea behind it. We did research on all of these though, and none of them have a loyalty program. So we believe that because of the lack of loyalty programs that these possess, it will gain good response in our favor for putting this rewards program into place. We do believe that if this will become something that most of these other competitors will start to pick up, but if this is something that can be implemented fairly quickly, we believe that we would be able to stay ahead of the game in that sense. Because of this, there may be a potential increase in customers coming from these competitors if they feel as though these loyalty programs are going to benefit them more than just staying members of their current clothing subscription boxes. But overall, we think that these are the only really potential competitive responses. We believe that this is going to work more in our favor than against, and that this will solicit a very positive response from not only our customers, but future customers that may want to join the services.
Now, to finish up this presentation, I'm just going to do a quick recap of everything that we talked about. We started out this presentation by giving you a little bit of an overview about Stitch Fix. We talked about how they sustain a competitive advantage. And then we talked a little bit about their target audience with this new promotion, how the promotion fits with their brand positioning, how the promotion fits with their competitive environment, how the brand fits with the target market, how effective we think that the promotion is. And then we went along and did some recommendations for the promotion, talked about some potential financial results, and then some potential competitive responses. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our presentation, and we really hope that you enjoyed it.